25-second countdown. 20 seconds. Damage. 19.
All right.
Grab me some rain, something I cannot change. The credit changes I can. There was no difference. Just for the day.
Amen.
Yeah.
We at 5?
I believe so. I'm about to find out right now. Two seconds. We just came on.
Good evening and welcome to Funnier in Person. My name is James Andrews. I'm going to be your host. My co-host here.
Thank you.
My co-host is...
I'm 34 and a half. I'm your favorite cousin from my auntie and uncle you ain't even know you had.
And today we have special guest Jordan Berry with us. Jordan is a local comic here in the Lexington, Kentucky scene.
That's right.
We're going to get to know him a little bit, and we're going to talk about some things.
I already know this nigga.
Oh, I know him too, but I'm talking about our audience is going to get to know him tonight, right? Okay.
I think you all know me better than my family does. So
that's pretty sad.
Yeah.
That's really sad.
Nice and sad.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Right.
that's sad. I mean, I see the value in it.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, so Jordan, real quick, give us a little rundown about what got you into comedy and how you got started.
Can we first,
Yeah,
not to cut you
absolutely.
up, not to fuck your question up, Andy, but can we first get a thing of, like, who you are as a person? Then
Yeah, sure, absolutely.
Who are you? Because we know you, but they don't know you. Like, who you are, where you come from, and then what made you jump into comedy? So first, let's just start, like,
a little background.
What's your sign?
For sure. My sign is I'm a Virgo, but
When's your birthday?
September babies, let's go.
September. Not only September, the best day in September, September 11th.
And I heard you do that joke
Oh,
before.
Jesus
That's right.
Christ.
I heard you do that joke before.
Yeah.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah.
Now I feel like a
So
bad fan.
I guess you could probably say I was born to be a comedian, honestly, with a birthday like that. But yeah. So
was it exactly 2000?
it was 98.
Oh, okay.
9/11/98, 3 years before. Yeah.
I was going to say, or 2001.
Yeah. And my third birthday party was 01, and the morning it happened. Yeah. And those are like my first memories too. Like I was a little kid. I was 3 years old, sitting around, sitting at the TV, and all the adults in the room were crying, and I didn't understand why. And then I started, and then I started crying because my birthday was canceled.
And a comedian was born.
Exactly. There you go. It was
Trauma is a motherfucker.
Bingo. But yeah, so I was born in Louisville, Kentucky. So I Kentucky native, but I didn't live in Louisville most of my life. I lived in Simpsonville, Kentucky, which is like 30 minutes outside of Louisville, small rural town.
It's got the best Cinnabon on the planet.
And yeah, absolutely.
They got the best outlet.
And I used to work at that outlet. That was my second
Where'd you
job
work at?
the Auntie Ann's pretzel shop from there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's respect. I love the pretzels.
Like if anybody wants a pretzel, you can grab one. Just grab one and get them.
Yeah, okay,
And these
cool.
right here don't have shit on Auntie Ann's. I was just like,
Not even.
These
No,
are the
it's
best.
the cinnamon sugar.
These are the
The
best
cinnamon
pretzels.
sugar. It's where it's at.
These are the best pretzels you can get in
Exactly.
Lexington. Right here at the Barrel 53 Hotel Lex. Great food. You see, I'm about
There
to
you
chomp into it. Sometimes I don't wait all day to eat already because I'm intermittent fasting. But I love to come here. If you're in town, Hotel Lex, come through Barrel 53. Come through, get you some good food, good drink, good staff, everything. I love it. Love these fries. I don't even like fries that much, but this one right here, perfect crunch, perfect salt.
look at that.
That's,
Beautiful.
that's what it's about, people.
Exactly. But yeah, so even though I lived most of my life in Simpsonville, I actually did go to high school in Louisville.
Okay.
I went to, I don't know if y'all are familiar, but I went to a place called St. X.
Yeah, I'm familiar.
Yeah.
I mean, anybody that's ever been involved in high school sports knows.
There you go. Yep.
St. X's.
Bingo. It's it's for those who don't
Them
know.
in Trinity.
Yep, that was the big rival. It was an all-male private Catholic high school. And the reason I went there is just because it was, better schooling than the local public schools in the area, and Simpsonville, Shelby County. And I tested in, so I was able to go there on a mostly free ride. Yeah,
That's awesome.
So I was lucky, and then because of I know I was a really good student, I did well there, and then I got to go to Berea College in Berea, Kentucky, and I graduated from there after 5 years in May of 22, and then
Not to interrupt you, but do you know who Joe Deuce is?
absolutely, yeah.
Okay,
So
yeah, he's a Berea. Yeah, he's a Berea staple.
And it's interesting too because I actually didn't even really know about him until I started doing comedy. And we've been near each other for most of
He
my
is one of the
adult
funniest
life.
dudes I've ever met in my entire life. And me and him actually started doing comedy roughly around the same year,
Really?
2.5 year period.
Okay.
So
yeah.
But Joe took off like a freaking rocket.
Oh yeah.
And I mean,
yeah.
You in the deuce?
Joe Deuce. He used to be on the radio on Z Rock 103.
Joe Deuce from the radio?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know him.
Oh God.
There you go.
Swear to God.
Sorry. But
I don't listen to radio. Shout out to Joe Deuce.
yeah, right. But yeah, and so then after I graduated from the college, I worked there for 2 years and absolutely hated it. It was horrible. I was in their fundraising department, awful job, and so I quit in March of 2024.
So that job is absolutely necessity for that school.
Absolutely, yeah.
Because everybody goes to school for free.
Bingo. Yep.
So
and that's what I think made it so stressful for me is that it was very demanding and they didn't train me very well, so it was just a nightmare. And but then once I quit that job, I was like, okay, well, I've always loved stand-up comedy my whole life. Something I've always been interested in. And the year before I started stand-up in March of 24, I saw one of my favorite comedians, Sam Morrill, live in Lexington.
Sam was here, yeah, I remember that.
Comedy off Broadway. Yeah.
You seen Sam Morrill live?
Yeah.
Here?
At Comedy off Broadway, yeah.
Sam Morrill comes here?
Yeah, actually, I saw him twice. Yeah. But this was the first time I saw him, though. Yeah.
I never heard.
Of course, yeah. That guy, the Netflix special. Yeah, who's that? I don't know that guy.
Never heard. I really haven't.
he's well, Sam. He's one of my biggest comedy inspirations. He's a scrawny, skinny little white dude. But he's like, his style is just.
It's hard to swallow a pretzel and laugh at the same time.
There you go.
Just a little information. Holy shit, that would never win part.
Yeah, but I just love what I love about Sam's style is that he's got a very like dry, witty style. Yeah, and I saw that live, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I was a little bit disappointed because he was using his phone most of the time when I saw him up there.
A comedian using their phone?
Right. Not Sam.
That's the thing. I didn't realize at the time that he was obviously like workshopping new bits. But then I saw that and I was like, man, like you're a professional comedian at the Comedy Off Broadway packed house and you're like scrolling through your phone and reading stuff. And I thought to myself, I was like, I mean, this might be ambitious, but I feel like I could do that. Like I can't be that.
I can read a phone.
Yeah, exactly. Right. And so that's what kind of got me.
I might even be able to remember this stuff.
Right.
One day.
Right. Yeah, maybe one day if I'm lucky.
You know what? Not only could I read a phone.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
I could dial it.
Bingo.
I probably could read the stuff and leave the phone off stage.
Yeah. Right.
I'm levels above you.
There you go.
That's why they say you don't want to meet your idols.
Exactly. Exactly. For sure.
You surpassed them.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I saw him. I thought, okay, he's a scrawny, skinny white guy. I sound like a scrawny, skinny white guy, so I can.
Oh my God.
I can do this.
So here we go.
The next time you see him twice, did he have the phone both times?
Well, the next time he didn't. He was a little more. He memorized his stuff a little bit more, but he did have a little. He had a little note, like a yellow notepad that he was using, but it wasn't as much. So
he's professional.
Oh yeah. And he was. It was great, and I thought to myself, I was like, man, this is like such a fun time. He's giving everybody such a fun experience, like making people laugh so much. I was like, man, I really like. I've liked it for a long time, but I want to do this now.
Also, right?
What was that?
Around that time was the same time when I met you.
Last year.
Yeah, last year in March. Because I started, so when I quit my job at Berea in March of 24, that next week, March 11th, is when I did my first open mic at Timmy's on Monday night.
I remember you.
Okay. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Brazilian chick that was with you.
Let's not even go there.
Yeah, I'm glad. I love that you specifically remembered that she was there.
Hey, we remember things.
I see.
Just certain very specific things.
I didn't even know I liked Brazilians until I seen.
Dude, Brazilians are some of the hottest ones.
I wasn't beefing with Brazil, but when I seen her, it was like I'm ready to move. I don't like America anyway. I need to be in Brazil.
Okay,
I remember you said to me, "I'd break up with my girl right now to be with her." That's what you told me, word for word.
Okay, so anyway, I actually studied Brazil in college during my music history class.
Yeah.
Because our percussion instructor had taken a sabbatical the year before, and he spent 6 months in Brazil studying samba, merengue, all the other forms of music.
Right.
But he also took in the culture. He went to the favelas. He went to the, what is it called?
Did he get some chocha?
No. There's a fight dancing style of martial arts.
Capoeira?
Capoeira. He went to the Capoeira studios.
Oh, nice.
He got to see how like the larger men down there were treated like kings.
Right.
because if the women in that area they see you as a larger guy, they automatically assume you have money.
There you go.
So that's their culture down there.
Yeah.
I mean, anybody you see that's skinny, they ain't got nothing,
Hey, bro.
Right.
or they got a thyroid problem.
Something.
If
Yeah.
they had money, they'd be fat.
There's that. Anyway, but yeah, so I've studied Brazil, and when I found out about the women of Brazil, I was just like,
Vagina.
I was trying to learn how you say it in Portuguese because that's like
Right. Yeah.
I'm right. Portuguese would be.
yeah, that's the correct language.
So that's how you said vagina in Portuguese. So it's the same.
It's the same.
So I'm ready to move out there.
That's all you need. That's only. That's all you need in terms of language.
Oh my god!
You just all the Brazilians are like this black guy from the U.S. He just keeps saying vagina
All the time. That's
Yeah,
all he
it's a little
says.
weird. Yeah.
But yeah, so I have a basic knowledge of Brazil, and I've always been. That's one of my bucket list travel trips.
Absolutely. Me
Brazil, I want to go to Sao Paulo,
Mhm.
and I definitely want to go to Rio.
Yep.
But I think I want to go out into the actual rainforest
Oh yeah, Amazon.
and just check it out.
Absolutely.
And like do not a safari. I don't know what they call it.
Yeah.
A jungle tour versus a desert tour. But something to that effect, you know,
Yeah.
just get a little feel for the jungle.
For sure.
But speaking of traveling, where are some of your bucket list travel destinations?
Yeah, absolutely. So first on the list would probably have to be Egypt for me. I love like all that stuff like the Great Pyramids and the Sphinx and like I'm a huge like ancient Egypt buff. Like I love all that stuff. And I'd like to go and just get to see all that stuff in person and
Sounds to me like you watched a lot of History Channel.
a whole lot. Oh yeah.
What is it, ancient Egyptians or whatever?
Yeah, pretty much.
Anyway.
And then on a similar note, I'd have to throw like Greece in there as well, like Greece and Italy, like
Greece and Italy are at the bottom of my top 5.
Okay. Yeah.
But I've got Ireland.
Oh yeah.
I want to go to Ireland. I want to go to Japan.
Okay.
And I want to go to Dubai.
But now I know how to say it
Yeah.
in Portuguese.
Posso, por favor, ter pouco de vagina?
Vagina. Okay.
So that's can I please have some vagina in Spanish?
Okay.
I'm doing it in Portuguese when I go.
Right. Yeah. I get you.
I've got these headphones that translate for me where I can hear what other people say.
Nice.
I got them off the damn TikTok shop.
Sweet.
But they were like $19, and I get like 145 different languages that it will translate.
That's worth it.
Damn.
It's totally worth
Gosh,
it.
I'm gonna check that out.
If you can go find that girl, do you talk to her?
She's my best friend's sister. Yeah. So my best friend is Brazilian. Yeah, that's why he was there at the
That's
market.
hilarious.
He was cool too. I like that.
Yeah. Right.
Well,
yeah.
But also, since we were talking about traveling, me and Dirty have a thing we're doing this year. We're doing 25 and 25.
Yep.
So 25 different states in 2025.
Hopefully 25 Virginias.
There you go.
Anyway,
Unfortunately for you, Brazil is not a state, so we're gonna.
we have South Carolina. We have South Carolina. We have. Me too. Get me some, please. Yeah, I appreciate it. We got South Carolina, we got Indiana, and Ohio already booked.
Right.
So, but we're working on Florida.
Awesome.
Have you done any out of state travel yet? Any shows?
Yeah. So at first, like the first 5-6 months I was doing it, not really. I was just kind of located in Lexington mainly.
Do you live in Lexington?
I live in Berea currently.
Oh, okay.
About an hour south of Lexington. About 30 minutes from here, but from like downtown Lexington, it's about an hour.
I know the feeling. I live in Richmond.
Right,
Yep.
you get it. But when I was first starting out, I mainly just performed in Lexington, mainly because for all of 2024 until October, I didn't have a job, right? Because I quit my Berea job in March.
Oh, okay.
That's when I started doing comedy. And so I didn't have money, so I couldn't.
Were you staying at mom and dad's house?
I was staying at a little apartment that I rent in Berea.
Okay.
But I almost ended up there. I missed it.
Dude, I've done it in my 40s. It's not a pleasant feeling.
Yeah, right.
There's a point where you have to look at yourself in the mirror and go, why the fuck am I living at mom and dad's house in my 40s?
Exactly. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, so
He's not even in his 30s yet.
I know.
Yeah.
He
Just
still
26.
can go
He's a
back.
young buck.
He can still go back to mom and dad now. He's like, what, you 25?
26. Yeah.
Yeah, right there.
Hey, he's got it made still. So, yeah.
It's not that weird. Like, if you're 26 years old, your mom and dad, it's cool.
Just my.
It's okay, yeah.
40 is like, All right, what was
What's your game plan here, son?
Yeah, exactly. Well, and you know me. For me, it would just be my mom's. My dad's not.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
I'm sure we'll get to that later.
Absolutely, we will get to that. That's my favorite joke.
Your mom hasn't like remarried or nothing?
Yeah, new stepdad now I have.
You don't consider him your dad?
Well, and the weird thing too is he's not much older than me.
Thank you.
So he's like he feels like my stepbrother, you know. So, and we can get to that too. But.
Appreciate you so much.
Yes, thank you. I appreciate it.
This is the beautiful staff we were talking about that works here.
This is
Beautiful
Steph.
staff members that work here, and definitely come through and see her smiling face, and don't forget the tip and all that, and show love to this great location that they allow us to come into the show.
Absolutely.
So is your stepdad is he African?
African American.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
So your mom has a type.
Oh, absolutely. 100%.
Your mom has a type.
Yeah. I think the only time
Black dudes is the only thing that she likes.
The only time I ever saw my mom around like an actual like white man, the
with her dad.
Well, other than that,
Man, I was drinking.
the only time I've ever seen my mom around a white man is when she got baptized by the pastor. That was the only time. That was it. So.
And family members.
Of course. Yeah, but to go back to what you had asked was the.
How old is your stepdad? How old is he?
He is. I'm 26. He's like 31, 32, something like that.
Oh, she's really got a type.
Yeah.
She likes the young bucks.
Oh yeah. Or he might be like 33, somewhere around there. He's not much older than me.
I could have went to school together.
Exactly. My mom would tell me, she'd be like, yeah, he would watch Teletubbies when he was a kid, just like you. Don't you remember watching the Teletubbies? I was like, Jesus, I'd rather
so much in common.
Yeah, I'd rather forget now.
All right, but back to traveling. Back to traveling. Let's not get canceled before we get found. Okay.
There you go.
So,
So first 6 months didn't travel at all, just stayed in Lexington. But now, this past 6 months, I'm coming up on a year now in March. Obviously, I've been traveling quite a lot. I've been going to Louisville I try to go at least once a week. I've been going to Cincy also at least once every other week.
well, I'm working on getting back in the Cincy area.
Okay.
Because I used to do Cincy all the time back when I was here the first time. Yes.
Right, Cincinnati. Yep.
But I want to go to Commonwealth Sanctuary.
Yes. Yep,
I want to go to the Funny Bone.
Yep, absolutely.
I want to go to Go Bananas.
Yeah.
But
and you've done those before, right?
I did a writer's mic at Go Bananas before.
Guys,
okay.
But what we used to do other open mics that were at bars and stuff. I would take a whole carload of people. It'd be me, Trina Bean, Kathy Perkins, and Mason Doodle, who's no longer really in the scene.
Yeah,
that's the guy that sucks his own dick.
That is correct. That is him.
Exactly.
But you know what? No judgment here.
No, I'm not judging. I'm just thinking that's why he's probably not in the scene. He's just at home.
He's been. If I could suck my own dick, I wouldn't leave the house either. Let's be real.
In fact, if I could do that, that would be my closer on stage when I'm performing. Just all right.
Did that at the show.
Exactly.
Awesome. I mean, the kids didn't like it, but.
Well, I mean, we can't do that shit at a park.
That's right.
Anyway.
Exactly.
But yeah, you're starting to get out into the regional like stuff
the
like we do,
right? Of course,
stuff like that.
And the farthest I've been so far would be farther than Dayton, right?
Yes,
So
it is.
Columbus, Ohio.
All right. Well,
How would you describe your comedy style?
absolutely. That's what I'm going next.
I'd describe it as extremely self-deprecating, with a lot of occasional observations in there that like certain aspects of like social interactions that I try to like comment on. Like, I mean, you've heard my recent joke about the whole like I don't see color thing and stuff like that. I just try to bring my lens or the way I see the world. Yeah, pretty much, exactly. But I try to just bring my lens and how I see the world to different things.
Let's talk about that.
Yeah.
So, I have a joke, you may have heard it, about not being able to see color and how I would raw people who don't see color because they can't describe me to the police.
Exactly. Yeah.
So then I heard Jordan talking about his joke about how he couldn't see color and how you couldn't taste food. And the way he went with it was just, it was like a different thing. But I did feel like I was an inspiration. But I woke up to him and said it to him. And we both laughed about it. This is my guy. This is my people's. Even if I didn't, if I'm being conceited and thinking I did, or even if I did, to me, that's what great artists do with each other. We inspire each other. If that, or hopefully, whether it's conscious or subconscious. So you're not going to see me years down the line being like Cat Williams saying that nigga Jordan stole my joke.
All right, and that's another thing that I would like to touch on. I don't believe there's anything such as intellectual property in comedy anymore, because I feel like everything has been said in one way
So if
or
I tell a
another.
joke about
Definitely.
how I took my son to get a bubba tea and then the ball burst in the back of my throat, you're not gonna feel like I stole your joke. That's your
I know, but you know what? Here's the thing: if you change just little things,
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, I mean, the premise is there.
Mhm.
It's a solid joke.
Yeah.
But, you know, if I hear somebody else do it, you know what? I'm going to feel flattered.
Dude.
But I will say, hey, you know what? I like that joke. You know who said it first?
There you go.
I think I wrote that. I appreciate you.
I think I wrote it.
No,
I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure.
No, but that's my approach. I'm not confrontational.
I'm not
Yeah, yeah.
confrontational either, but I don't
So-
think you gotta confront somebody to
Now, if they do start making money off of my joke,
That's different.
that's different.
That's very different.
Wouldn't that be like the worst thing though?
Oh,
To not get paid for what you wrote.
For somebody to do like to take your stuff and be way more successful than you've ever been, and you just see them succeeding.
Like, damn, you did me better than me.
I mean, you've seen Luke Willoughby. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't know that.
I know, right?
Yeah, I don't watch
Since
a lot
you
of
go,
comedians. I don't know why I don't do it. Like I love like the classic stuff when I was a kid, but it's like when I used to be a rapper. I didn't listen to a lot of rap during that time because I didn't want to feel like I'm getting too much. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
I didn't want to be them. You know what I'm saying?
Well, but I approach that exactly opposite. I listen to all kinds of comedy because I want to make sure that whatever is going on, that I am trying to do my best to do things my way instead of somebody
Of course.
else's.
Stand up.
That's a
Stand
shot
up.
of sugar for
100%.
people that know I'm in recovery. That's a shot of sugar. I know nobody see me in the street. I see you taking that shot. That's a shot of sugar. This is not a Long Island iced tea. Thank you again with that beautiful. Can you do a spin for the camera with that beautiful shirt on?
Oh Lord, yeah, she definitely stands out tonight.
When you come back, please come back as soon as possible. We're trying to get our views up.
We love her.
Yes, absolutely.
But anyway, yeah. So when it comes to people's comedy, who would you say your biggest influence is?
Besides me.
Well, yeah, of course. But your biggest influences that have influenced who you are as a comedian.
Yeah.
Because you said you do listen to other comedians.
Yeah, definitely. So I'd say right now, number one would have to be, I've already mentioned it, but Sam Morril. And then after him, I'd throw Mark Norman in there as well.
Mark Norman?
Mark,
Norman.
here you go. Here you
Oh,
go.
Mark Norman is one of them people.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
absolutely.
I thought you were. I knew it.
Yeah, yeah.
Here it comes. Here it comes.
How about, okay.
Why do I even try?
George Carlin.
I know him. I do know
Really?
him.
You did?
I don't know him. But I
Right.
know of
Yeah,
him.
yeah. Okay.
And I like his
Yeah,
comedy.
I'd say if you knew it right now.
Well, I said I know him
Yeah.
in spirit. Like I got a lady. I with her. I talk to him all the time.
All right.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
And then I'd have to, and you mentioned Cat, I'd throw him in there too. And actually, the thing about Cat, he was the first comedy special I ever watched in my life. It was the Pimp Chronicles with the
That
green
one was
jump
good.
suit.
I love
Yeah.
that.
That was 2012, I think.
Yeah.
I forgot
Or-
the year, but anyway,
yeah,
that
something
was
like
funny.
that.
My favorite. To this day, sometimes I just want myself going murder.
Yeah. Absolutely.
My favorite Cat Williams bit, y'all might not think this is funny, but you gotta get you some white friends.
That's right. Yeah.
Murder. That's what he goes-
Tonight we're getting fucked up.
Is
Yeah.
that- that's not the murder one? Because he like when they.
No, I'm talking about the ones where he's got the like, what's it called, the vaporizer, and they turn it up on like numbers like you're baking it, instead of like that one where he says like you set the pot to 375.
He says when they call your black friends and you go to jail, it's like nigga, what you do?
That one.
Why you call my phone? Then you call your white friend. The white friend goes murder.
No way.
I don't know why that's just hilarious.
Yeah. And if like you call the wrong number, he's like, well, just try again. If it doesn't work, call back. We'll figure this thing out.
That is genius.
Those are absolutely
Those are
genius
good
bits.
bits. That's what the people. You know, for Eddie a little. You ever seen Eddie stand up? I know
Yeah.
you're young.
Eddie Murphy, absolutely.
You seen his stuff?
That's sure.
Raw and Delirious were absolutely, life changing.
You know what's funny? I seen it backwards. I seen Raw first, and then a million years later I seen Delirious. But I had seen Raw like a million times by the time I seen Delirious.
Yeah.
And I don't know what it was.
That red suit, bro.
That's why I wear leather pants. It's because of Eddie. Everybody knows
That's where it's from, huh?
I keep leather pants on. You
Damn.
keep pants leather.
Well, it could have been either Eddie Griffith, or Eddie.
That's true.
Yeah. But Eddie Griffith wears leather pants too.
That's true.
I think a lot of
Undercover brother. That's one of the funniest movies I ever seen in my damn life.
It's not funnier than any of Eddie Murphy's stuff.
It's funnier than the Clones.
What? Are you Hercules?
I swear to God.
Are you serious right now? Are you dead serious?
Probably not. No, you're right. You're right.
Hercules, yeah.
You're right. My bad.
Part 3 or part 2?
I think it's 1.
No, the first one is the Nutty Professor. Then the second one is what? Is that
Meet the Clumps.
Meet the Clumps? Is that the Clumps? And then is there a third one?
I don't think there's a third one. But my phone's busy right now, so I can't check it.
I can fake Google it, I guess.
Fake Google? All right.
We live in the future.
Anyway.
Shout out to Sam Henderson. That's another comedian. He made it on the Kill Tony. You literally killed it.
Absolutely, yeah.
I mean, we've had 3 comedians out of the Lexington market on Kill Tony now.
Okay. Sam, and then who were the...
Sam, and we had that Go whatever guy that was here on Wednesday. I can't remember his name.
Okay.
I guess it is only 2. Only 2.
Yeah, and then there was another one that somebody said went down there a long time ago. I can't remember who it was.
I thought that John Bass said he went, but I think he said he didn't make it on stage.
Oh, there was somebody else that went. Can't remember. Fuck, I was just told this the other night too.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we've got your comedic influences.
Yeah.
I personally, every time somebody asks me who's my influences,
yeah.
I start with Robin Williams.
I mean, one of the goats.
I mean, Robin Williams, Richard Pryor,
yeah.
then Dave Chappelle, and I reserve the right to rotate the 4th based on my mood at that current time.
You know what my favorite Richard Pryor joke is?
What's that?
He says this girl come to see him in prison, and she was like, what he said, and she's talking shit to him in the prison, and he's like, if you he said, that's all right, cause I'm just gonna give me some new pussy. He says to the girl, and she goes, if you had 2 inches of dick, more dick, you could find some new pussy, right?
Damn.
That just always makes me laugh.
Yeah. Jesus.
Yeah, I believe Pryor was a goat.
Oh, for sure, undoubtedly.
He's like, when you go to jail and your girl comes to see you, how they treat you funny because you're in jail. And like, he's like, yeah, when you come home, shit's gonna be different. I'm gonna be watching my soap operas. He's like, what do you mean? Hey, I don't want your ass mother come over my house either. You talking about mother? It's over. I'm leaving you. I'm about to go find me some new pussy. You had 2 more inches of dick. You find some new pussy here
right now. Yeah.
That to me is just so funny. Like,
yeah, very clever.
The idea that she has
right,
just not being used because of you. It's brand new to you.
Exactly.
But anyway, so yeah, I mean, I really like people like Joey Diaz, Jim Jeffries. I mean, Tom Segura, Bill Burr. Those guys continuously rotate based on my mood onto my Mount Rushmore. So, I mean, that's just my top 4.
Yeah.
What's the movie right now that you can watch probably since a kid? If you put on right now, you're going to be having tears in your eyes.
Lion King, without a doubt.
No, laughing. I mean, laughing tears.
Oh.
We all know Lion King is sad tears.
Let's see.
I'm happy you answered that wrong, though.
That was so quick, dude.
Yeah. What, guys? What do y'all?
Can you tell that Jordan is a sensitive person?
What do you think I was doing before I got here? That's what I was, exactly, bro.
What part makes you cry?
Oh shit! The part when Pumbaa says, "When I was a young warthog," it gets me every time.
When I was a young warthog.
Lord help us.
That movie is the truth. Like,
that's my favorite Disney movie.
Lion King?
Yeah.
Over? Even though you like Robin Williams, you don't like Aladdin?
I do like Aladdin, and I did love Robin's appearance as the genie. However, you got Gilbert Godfrey in The Lion King.
No,
you got Billy Crystal in The Lion King.
Godfrey is in Aladdin.
He's also in The Lion King.
Who's he playing in?
Zazu. Oh, no, that isn't Zazu, is it?
No, because Zazu's like
I am totally fucking this up. He was in the goddamn Aladdin.
He's the parrot. I know who Gilbert Godfrey is because he does my favorite joke. He does the aristocrat joke.
Gilbert Godfrey is
like
wonderful.
Yeah, you like that joke? The aristocrat joke?
Yeah.
I love it.
Good stuff.
But yeah, Gilbert, R.I.P.
The aristocrat joke is not his joke. And I watched the whole documentary on this. How can I mess this up? But it's not his joke. But he also does it. Anybody can do it.
Okay.
Because it's one of those. It's like a knock-knock joke, but just a more graphic version of a knock-knock joke with a comedian twist. Because you both put your twist on it.
Gotcha.
We should make people do
I was
that.
gonna say I might
We should do that at a show.
There you
No,
go.
well, yeah, but we can make when people come on this show, we can have them do their version, make them do a version of the aristocrat joke.
We could do that.
I think that'd be different. And we're gonna start with you.
That's so hard.
Yeah.
On the spot. Yeah, here, dance, monkey.
Exactly.
Dance.
Right. But,
Wow, I did not mean to call you a monkey. Oh my god.
Right.
That is
Sure.
so fucked up.
Just it was just so natural, you know. It didn't. It just came right out.
Whoa.
I'm so good.
Whoa.
I am so sorry. That was not intentional.
Yeah, I know you didn't mean it. What's funny about that is that people who don't, they say certain stuff, like certain catchphrases, like I guess at work.
Yeah.
This girl did that at another girl at a different job.
Mhm.
The lady did that. It's over like a African lady was laying over her back, doing something kind of thing, like reaching over her to get something.
Yeah.
And then she's like, "Oh, excuse me." She's like, "Don't worry, I'm just happy to have that monkey off my back." But she was saying it. Not, I don't think she really meant. I don't think it was like,
Of course. Yeah.
that's the catchphrase.
Right, yeah. That's what it's been for years.
It's not particularly meaning the person. But that was like, you know what? Let me tell you why people think it's that. Because I first got here, I had a joke about how I could never sell weed. Right? Especially like when I was in addiction, I could never sell weed because I love weed. I was a piehead.
Right.
So I said it was like a monkey with bananas. Right? No, because, and that's also an old catchphrase. A monkey can't sell bananas.
Right.
Because, you know, and I said that, and the one guy, I was at Timmy 2 times, and the one guy was sitting in the front, some light-skinned guy, white guy, whatever. And he was like, he just started cracking up.
Yeah.
And he was like, can't believe you called yourself a monkey. And I was like, no. Anybody can be a monkey in this situation.
Yeah.
It's any person who has a thing they like trying to sell it. Like
right.
Exactly. That's what it comes down to. So
there you go.
Oh my God. I stopped doing that joke because of the fact that I felt like every time I said a monkey can't sell bananas, that people would think that I was calling myself a monkey. Even though I was, but not in this instance.
That brings up a really good thing that we can talk about. Have you had any jokes that you've done that you felt like you had to back out and stop doing because you were afraid of the backlash that might come from it?
Yes, I have. I'm trying to think. There was one that I did a lot, like really early on, that I caught a lot of heat for when I did it somewhere. I think it was Cincinnati, but it basically just had to do with like me kind of talking about one of my relatives being a pedophile, basically. And
oh wow.
Yeah, and it's like, yeah, and but the way that I did it, see, like I haven't even done it in so long, I can't remember exactly how I set it up, but it was just so like it was one of those things where I was just trying to say something so outlandish to just get a reaction,
a little shock,
exactly.
They're too sensitive when it's comedy. They're too sensitive. It's like
my favorite saying about that is right there. Their jokes, not dicks. Don't take it so hard.
Yeah,
you know.
It's like you're sitting here, you want me to like, I don't know what you want from me or what you expected from me. I'm not a social activist. I'm not Martin Luther King. I'm not Bob Marley. I'm a comedian. I'm literally just saying what I think might make you laugh. Most of the time, I can speak for myself. I can't speak for them. I'm saying something that I heard in my head that made me laugh. Like I heard it in my head. It makes me chuckle. Maybe not. You know what I'm saying? Like,
for sure.
So I'm saying it out loud in the hopes that it makes you laugh too. However, most I don't do a lot of audio. I do autobiographical jokes, but they're spiced up. There's some seasoning. There's some sauce.
That's right.
100%.
I'm not telling you exactly how the thing happened verbatim. Sometimes I do, but even then,
sometimes you can't not help but to say,
of course,
but you add
because it's too damn funny.
It was like the thing with me and Greg Brown. Told you what happened with him, right?
Yeah.
What's that?
Last week we were here.
Oh yeah, okay.
And he performed at 8:00, and nobody really laughed at him. And Greg Brown's one of the funniest guys on the
You're talking like 2 days ago, right?
No, last Wednesday.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that.
Last Wednesday we were here, and he performed at the 8:00 mic. But the people that was here was kind of like not really giving him anything. And he got off stage, and he was kind of down about it. You know what I mean?
He did that last night. That's what I was thinking about. Because that Minglewood last night, he was kind of upset about his reaction to his set.
Well, I told him, I said, yo, bro, no matter what happens when you get on that stage, you need to remember you're funny. Tell yourself that. And I agreed. I said, do you think I'm funny? He said, I think you're super funny. I said, well, let me let you know. It takes one to know one. I also think you're funny, and I hope that means something. And I'm not. If I didn't think you were funny, I would tell you. I would avoid it.
Yeah,
I don't want to crush nobody's dreams unless you like really ask me. I would say, you know what? I think this. I would give you an honest opinion, but if you don't ask them, I'm going to talk to you at the end of your show. Hey, yo, Give it up.
And that also brings up another great point. Not every comedian is for everybody.
That's
100%.
another point too. That's
100%.
what I'm saying. So that's why
Yeah.
I would never tell somebody.
Absolutely.
If you, I would, and that would probably even be my best response or most likely response if you ask me. If I didn't find you funny personally, what up, Ty? What up, cousin? If I didn't find you funny myself, I would say that. I would say that to you. If you said to me, "Hey, you think I'm funny?" Oh man, you know what, Jordan? For me, it's not my taste, but I have a weird taste. I'm like, so it's like, I don't find that many people funny.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah,
Well, there was a middle of the road decent comedian that was doing comedy in the scene here a few years ago. His name was David Williams.
I've heard of this.
Yeah, and then he started going by L.A. Gatsby there for a little bit when he was making his comeback. And David Williams had this thing that whenever he liked you, he would say, "I'm a dirty 4.5 guy.
Yeah.
I'm a guy. I'm a Mike Fields guy.
Yeah.
I'm a Kathy Perkins guy." That was his way of saying that you got his validation.
Right.
I mean, he said it about me a couple times, and then he stopped saying it. I was like, well, fuck, I must not longer be funny. Goddamn David. Oh well. But that's what I was getting at. Not everybody is going to buy in on what you have to say.
Totally. Yeah.
It's just subjective. It's obviously totally subjective.
Absolutely.
No, you're good.
But everybody might not like it. I don't expect everybody to think I'm funny. But, however, I don't think that takes away from my funniness.
100%.
I don't think it does, because I think that if you found me funny, you're going to think I'm funny, and if you don't, you're not. And I allow you to be whichever one on which side of the fence you're on, and if I can get you from that side to here, cool. If not, cool.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lose sleep or be stressed out worried about a person who doesn't see my value.
Bingo. There you go.
Because it doesn't devalue me.
Exactly.
You don't need to know what's in my bank account for it ain't gonna disappear.
Right.
You think I got zero in my bank account?
You'd be right. I'm not gonna,
but you like it doesn't. Yeah. That's want to show my sneakers on the thing.
But on that point, I was just gonna say the first time I did my very first open mic at the Caravan Comedy Club in Louisville, that was probably the worst set I've ever had. I bombed so hard, and there was a good audience of people there, but this was a learning lesson for me because the audience was mostly it was like middle-aged white women elementary school teachers, and I was doing some of my like darker stuff.
Must have been a Lynn Benson show.
She was on it.
She was probably on that show.
Yep. Yeah.
All of her friends were at that show.
Yeah. And like I bombed so hard because I was doing some of my like darker material, and they were not messing with it at all.
So I got a funny story about that too. I did one of Craig Ewing's funniest in Louisville contests over at 1020 Craft Brewing.
Oh yeah.
This is the first time Craig's ever seen me.
Okay.
Right.
And when was it? How long ago?
This is 2 years ago.
Okay.
I go and I compete, and I did. I don't know if you've heard my foot fetish joke.
I don't think I have. No.
I've kind of retired it a little bit.
Okay.
But I've got this joke about being on these dating apps and, how I've learned that I absolutely do not have a foot fetish.
Okay.
And all this stuff.
Yeah.
But anyway, I went into that contest knowing that was the joke I was doing without looking at whose asses were in the seats in the audience. And I made that mistake, and I got up there, and I got one vote, and that was my friend that came with me.
Really?
One vote. And I've been doing comedy at that point for 10 years already.
Right. Yeah.
And I'm just like, what the fuck's going on? But it just goes to show sometimes your material doesn't line up with the audience that shows up.
I went to Break Pizza Oven, and I had this joke around the time that Tupac, Keefe D, the guy who allegedly killed Tupac, came out, and I had this whole joke about that.
Okay.
And nobody there probably heard of Tupac.
Sure.
But everybody there. As I was saying the joke, I was like, "Yeah, you know about this guy, Keefe D, coming out saying he killed Tupac," and they was just like,
"Who the?"
Tupac's dead. Like I feel like one person in the audience really was like just finding out that Tupac's dead. Like,
yeah.
Why you hasn't dropped nothing new?
Exactly.
Well, that side of town is notoriously white. It is very, very white.
All right.
So I've been there. It's like, he just.
But yeah. Anyway, so what type of stuff do you got coming up?
Yeah, so my next show was set to be next Friday in Louisville at Never Say Die Bar, but that got postponed, so I don't know when that's going to be. But
Oh, you're doing Jay Wall's show.
yeah, yep. So the Blurred Minds Media thing, and
Jay Wall is a hell of a comedian and a promoter. So
absolutely, yeah. And
that show will be good.
Yes, and I've done one of his shows already, like last month, and it was great. It was really fun.
He's supposed to come on too.
Yeah, he was supposed to be on our podcast, and he didn't show up.
Oh, dang.
I totally forgot.
Dang.
It was over Christmas break.
Yeah.
It's okay.
And then right, and then I had a show set for Bloomington, Indiana, at a Hoppy Wobbles pub.
Hoppy Wobbles, yeah.
Yeah, but that was right when the snow came through, and that got postponed. So that'll be coming up a couple months from now. But so my next confirmed booking is I think it's going to be.
Are you in the Rose Battle?
No, I'm actually not in this.
Are you going to come see it?
Of course, I'll be there.
Me and him are both going to be there.
I'll 100% be there.
I've got 2 jokes for Kate that I
cannot
are
wait.
going to be fucking wonderful.
And I'm looking forward to it. But I think
I'm not
I
even
have
gonna
a
say-
million jokes for you, Colin Rude. I can't get his name.
It's rude. It's just rude.
Rude?
yeah.
Like ROOG, except it's spelled
But it's spelled different.
Right.
Yeah.
But my next 100% confirmed show is going to be Valentine's Day, February 14th. That'll be at it's the Cigar Bar, Jack's Cigar Bar.
Jake's Cigar
Bar, yeah.
out in Brandon Crossing.
Right, and it'll be at 9 p.m. then, and then
Well, shit, you got somewhere to go after our show.
oh, there you go. And then
I'll probably be there. I gotta stay and shake hands. My cousin said I wanted to go to a swinger
yeah,
party.
I get that.
You know what? I'm telling you right now, we can still make that.
There you go.
I got guests.
I'm optimistic. I'm optimistic.
And
Yeah, I
I
ordered a hotel soon. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I mean, let's
Then I'll
not
be
be
on-
in the car, but we'll find a place. The thing is, too, we also when if you go and you don't have a place to stay,
Mm.
there's you would find a place to stay.
Sure.
Yeah, well, there's that.
You're not gonna be like you're gonna find it's somebody that it's women there that come like they have. You can sleep on. You'll find a place to sleep.
There you go.
You'll
Figure it out.
if you sleep.
And
Who knows, man? I've been looking for a reason to do mushrooms.
there you go.
That's one thing that was bad. I went there when I had 6 months playing to the New Year's Eve party, and there was a lot of extracurricular activities happening.
I'd imagine. Yeah.
I was just, and then it made me realize how naturally nasty I am. That I don't need anything.
I'm naturally nasty.
No, I'm just saying that everybody else needs all of this stuff. And
Yeah.
I'm here.
Right, yeah. I'm sober, 100% good.
And just ready.
Yeah, right. Stay ready. You don't got to get ready.
Yeah, I don't need to drink nothing.
Right. Yeah.
Smoke nothing, eat nothing. I am ready to be as nasty as I can.
So you're booked on Valentine's
Yeah,
Day,
and then,
that's at
after-
Jake's.
Right, and then after that'll be later in February. I want to say the 27th or 28th, somewhere in there. It'll be Wildcat Comedy Co. Colin Rugg is putting on a show to Ethereal Brewing. He's got me booked for that.
That's tonight too. If you're watching this live,
I'm gonna kick him right in his taint tonight because he isn't booking me, and I put him on his first fucking stage. I am gonna kick him right in the taint.
Oh snap! No, and then I
Take
gotta.
the gooch.
Yes, the gooch.
There you go. Bingo. Somebody took anatomy class. I see. Well done. Bravo. But and I haven't even. I do have a bit of a surprise. I haven't even announced this yet publicly, but I am going to be on a Don't Tell Cincy show soon. I don't know when yet, but I know.
High five on that.
Yeah. So the producer of those shows reached out to me, and I don't know if it's going to be in late January or February, but somewhere around there I'll be on a Don't Tell Cincy show coming up.
That's awesome. Well, I mean, you can't tell. So
Exactly.
anyway,
Was you supposed to tell us this?
I don't think so, but honestly, I don't mind.
We don't get
This
to
is-
do it.
it's okay. We only get 400 or 500 views.
There you
so no
go.
big
There
deal.
you
It won't, but that'll be the one that views it.
Right.
They'll probably take
See.
it back. We booked
Well,
you
I
for
mean,
the Don't
If
Tell,
they take me off the show.
and you told people kind of awkward.
I mean,
Right, right.
I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, man. I mean, you know.
At least it's close.
Right. Exactly.
I want to get on a Don't Tell. I want to.
Yeah, I'm not getting no don't tell love. I don't know what's going on with that.
Yeah, that's.
I got to get up to Cincy.
I love that scene up there. It's a lot of fun. Yeah.
I have, I'm at the point where I'm calling Louisville, Louisville Comedy Club, my home club, because they put me on more than anybody else.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I go to Planet twice a month. I go to Caravan every 6 to 8 weeks. You know,
Yeah.
I'm spending more time in Louisville than I am in Lex, in Richmond,
Right.
anywhere else.
Yeah.
But like tomorrow, me and Dirty are going to West Point, which is over next to Louisville.
Yeah.
And we're doing that booked open mic there.
Shout out there. Yeah, they booked me on that one. I'm booked fake, I guess. I don't know. Said
I'm booked too.
15 minutes to 20 minutes. So come through if you're in the West Point area.
Hell, just if you're in Kentucky, come through. Even Indiana.
Military guys out there in West Point. I'm excited to see you guys.
I don't think that's really a military. West Point, New York is where the military base is. That's where they train. The Army school is.
That's a different West Point?
Yeah, it's a completely different West Point. I think most sad. Anyway, but we're going to be in West Point tomorrow night. Then next,
a whole bunch of military.
Oh no. I say you should just still do it.
I say do it.
Yeah,
Stick with it.
Exactly. Yeah.
And act like you didn't know when you get on stage, because now you do know.
Yeah.
And now it could be a whole thing.
Right.
Anyway, then next Tuesday I will be at Louisville Comedy Club, and then I'm going to be next Saturday. Well, next Wednesday we'll be back here.
Of course.
At Hotel Lex, 9 o'clock. And then next Saturday, I have my show called Comedy That Kills at the Mad Axe over in Richmond, Kentucky. And Danny Hux is coming in from Louisville to close that one out.
You definitely want to see him.
You want to see Danny Hux. You don't want to miss that.
No,
especially since Kathy Perkins is also on the show. I've got Madison Greenwell on the show. And as of last night, we have confirmed our third woman on the show. We have Melody Collette.
Shout out to Melody.
Melody's getting back into comedy. She's going to come do 15 minutes of the show.
That is a great lineup right there.
And I mean, can't beat that for $10.
Exactly. That's a steal. That is a steal.
That's $10.
Right, and they've got all the malt beverages you want. It's a great place. Come in early, go throw axes, come play pool, throw darts, play skee ball.
They got a nice, lot of good, clean fun.
Air hockey.
Yeah, they got some stuff there.
But anyway, so that's what's going on up till next week. What do you got going after West Point?
After West Point tomorrow, we'll be back here Monday, right? I mean, we'll be
recording
here Monday. You come and watch the show.
Yeah, these are not closed tapings.
We want you to come through and scream at us and laugh at us or whatever. It makes it must perform a lot better because we perform with somebody, even though we perform for the people live at home too. If you can't make it, then Wednesday I'll be back here at Hotel Lex every Wednesday at 9. If I'm alive, I don't get booked, so I'll be here.
We're going to get booked, trust me.
Doing fresh comedy. So come through. I'm not gonna be doing something. Everything you hear when you come here is gonna probably be right then and there. So my weekly, conversation with you guys. Then after that, oh my God, you can't make this up. You can't make it up. You can't make it up. You tell people you're doing the show. You're doing the show. You're live on multiple platforms.
And they still come.
It makes me.
Now's a good time. I need to.
It makes me like you less as a person because it's like in my mind, it's like you're obviously not supporting me
because you're not watching the show.
You're not watching the show, but you're interrupting the show. So.
Oh, I got something to announce that I haven't brought up.
What's up?
On the 7th of February, we are doing a roast battle. Me and you both.
Another roast battle.
I was trying
to get to the first roast battle, which is when is that date?
That's next Thursday that I totally forgot to put out there.
All right.
Yeah, after you say that, I have something to announce too. Go ahead.
Okay. So we have a roast battle in Evansville, Indiana.
Yeah.
And the host, Alan Walker, is our scheduled guest for the podcast. So we're taking the podcast on the road.
And we're going to be shooting out there in Indiana.
Out in Indiana on the 7th of February.
I'm so glad you just mentioned that because I forgot another show I have coming up also on February 7th. That's also a roast battle.
Really?
In Columbus, Ohio at the Attic Comedy Club.
Oh, hell yeah.
So that slipped my mind. I'm so glad you just said that.
Yeah, you might as well jump on the 25 train with us.
Honestly.
I mean, well, you can always come. I'll just
Yeah,
what I'll
I mean,
start doing because I got us in South Carolina like in July or whatever.
yeah,
And I'm working on Florida
What I'll
right
do,
now.
what we'll
Okay.
just start doing is actually there's 3 spots and then just let you know
Yeah.
because we're
Any,
just trying to really get out and hit these states and stuff like that. But
hey, me too.
so I got that roast battle the 23rd, then
Our roast battle in Evansville on the
on the
7th.
7th. Valentine's Day show. It won't be no drinking or smoking, but anybody's it is like a recovery event, but anybody's welcome to come on Valentine's Day. We're gonna have food, music, and some comedy, and just a lot of people hanging out, having some good times. So you can come through 900 North Broadway here in Lake the 10 if you're watching this.
We're both on that show,
show.
of course.
I'm
Be good.
hosting. No,
Be
I'm
good
not
one.
gonna. I'm gonna do a little bit of comedy, but I'm gonna be hosting really. Even though I would love to just, I'm gonna let the people that I invited to come through do their thing, and I'm gonna throw a couple of jokes, but mostly doing hosting because I got a lot of responsibility that night anyway. So, but yeah, other than July 18th, whatever, and I'm still signing up. So just keep paying attention and keep watching, keep liking, keep commenting, and keep subscribing, please and thank you.
Guys, we want to thank you.
What up, Sandra? Love, love, love.
We want to thank everybody that has taken the time to watch. Please go ahead and hit up our email. It is funnierinpersonpodcast@gmail.com. Feel free to watch our episodes on the Funnier in Person Podcast YouTube page. Also on the Dirty 4.5
Wherever you watch it, just
YouTube
watch
page.
it, and then make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.
That's right. Like, comment, and subscribe.
And you care about shout out my Instagram?
No,
real quick?
please.
Yeah.
No.
That's exactly where I was going
On the
next.
same
No,
wavelength.
you,
There we
you
go.
can't shout your Instagram out.
All right, I'll sit down. My Instagram is don't tell. I can't tell people. No.
It's a don't tell Instagram.
Exactly. But yeah, so you can follow me on Instagram at jdog JDOG comedy. And JDog is my bowling name, so that's what that's about. That's
You're a bowler? Fucking bowl. Let's
You
go.
ever bowl a perfect game?
It's not good.
What closer you got to it?
Oh,
221 for me.
I haven't even broke 200 before.
Yeah, I don't think I ever did that either.
Yeah.
Oh, I was out of my mind. I was so out of my mind.
But
I'm a 140 average.
You were the big
because I think mine
Lebowski?
was like
You were the big
130.
Lebowski that night?
Yeah, no, I'm fucking.
Is that the movie?
Oh,
Big Lebowski.
oh yeah, I was definitely the big Lebowski that night.
Nice.
I was locked in and I wasn't missing. It was fucking great. I had like 9 strikes in a row or something.
Damn. But yeah, and I was just saying you can follow me at jdogcomedy on Instagram. I post reels from my performances. I post pics, like stage shots from my performances, upcoming shows I have. So yeah, just follow me there, and you'll be able to keep up with everything
He
I got
gets
going
so
on.
many more likes than me on his Instagram.
that's-
Oh, I know.
If you feel
So
sorry-
please, you know, we're going to share this with him.
Yeah.
Please watch, like, and subscribe. Hook us up. We appreciate it. We're both trying to get both pages monetized well.
like his if you go to his Instagram, before you like his Instagram, go to mine. I need the likes at 34.5. DIRTY, the number 4, and a half, as one word _ RSC on Instagram. Please, I'm not gonna say I'm suicidal for lack of being liked.
We've had way too many funeral talks at
I'm not gonna
Mike's
say
lately.
that. I will say that I'm at least manic depressant at this point.
Okay, considering self harm, getting that.
And of course, on Instagram, I'm James Andrews Comedy, all one word.
Yep.
We appreciate everybody who took the time to watch tonight.
We usually go longer, but I guess they're filling up, and we don't want to take them away.
Right, it's a Friday night and we're being loud.
So
So
we gotta get Jordan back on here again, definitely, so we can have a little conversation, talking about a lot more stuff, and just, let you realize how much funnier he is in person. This guy does a great Obama impression.
oh my God.
He has a lot of great material.
Thank you very much.
A lot of people, I always tell James, I don't really want to kind of sit down with people because I really don't give a, I don't. I'm like a prostitute. You got to pay me to give a fuck. So it's like.
So like and subscribe. That way he's got to pay attention.
But
There you go.
But I do fuck with my man Jordan Berry. I like seeing his ascension. He makes me feel like I'm not doing enough. When I think about it, all the stuff he's doing.
He's always doing something.
In a year to see where he's come, and even his comedy, how much stuff he has written, definitely awesome. And he shows that if you believe and you have a dream, and you put the effort in, you can accomplish it. Everybody has dreams. I have this catchphrase I say. A dream is only a dream until you make it happen. Then it was a premonition.
I like that.
And my words of advice are everything is Everything in life is a choice. You have to be strong enough to make the choices.
100%.
All right, guys. Thanks a lot for watching.
Much love.
We'll
Thank
see you next time. Have a good night.
Take care.
As I fall off the stage.